network services like mga any services or mga protocol running in your network that can be accessed by external or internal user like mga web server, mga email server, and mga files sharing service and many more within the mga network services. Okay, so i-check na ninyo time to time, and also the endpoints. Sa mga endpoints, those mga devices such as computers, smartphones, others or mga IoT devices baka na or tablets that connected within the network. So they can be targeted directly through mga malware or phishing attack. And also, take note po nato sa service attack is kaning mga human factors. So human factors within the, for example, dili lang kay within the organization, shared na siyang responsibility when it comes to the security sa inyong system. Kaya, dili lang kay ingon ay namantay IT. Okay? Namantay IT, so siya na bahala. So, dili na siya pwede nowadays. So, dapat within the organization, kabalo ta how to protect ourselves. So, we have to inform those people nga dili kay effective not to be careful when it comes to, example, click sa ilang email, mag-email sila, di basta-basta mag-click. And so, okay, so those are attack surface. And we have the exploit. So, the exploit is the mechanism that used to leverage vulnerability to compromise. So, exploit can be remote or local. So, remote exploit is one of the works that open the network without prior access to the system. So, local, in local exploit, the threat actor has sometimes type of user or administrator access. Okay, so take note on it. For example, if the employee, every time na mo hawa na employee, make sure na iyang privileges will be removed. Okay, basin, there's such time na pare sa kuha, okay, sa Polymed, hawak ko sa Polymed. Last na ato ko rito, I can still access my account. Kasi, atong account na ko sa Polymed, sa admin. So, pwede, kung maka-connect ko silang network, I can maka-edit ko silang system or maka-post of threat sa ilang system because wala naman ko dito, then I still have the privileges na ako magagamit ko, na ko dito. So, kana it could be, pwede na siya exploit sa hackers. Okay? So does not necessarily mean that the attacker has a physical access to the end system. So they can exploit. And there is, like as I mentioned, so this is the result or the likelihood of particular threat that to exploit a particular vulnerability of an asset. And so, and also in risk, they have to consider the risk management. So how will you be able to do those to identify those risks? So we have risk management is the process that balance the operation costs of providing protective measure with gains achieved by protecting the asset. So first is we have 4 ways to manage those risks. Okay, so we have risk acceptance, we have risk avoidance, risk reduction, and the risk transfer. So first is explain about kung saan yung risk transfer. So risk transfer, so self-explanatory man siya. Okay, so this risk transfer or some call risk transfer is willing to imong ipasa sa third party or sa mga insurance company, for example. So isa company nila kaya mag-manage sa ilang security measures in the system, we're going to hire a third party para sila mag-provide sa system wala na organization because it's all fall to the sa third party. So you can have a insurance, for example, na yung system compromise. So mean na-compromise siya, but you have a third party na siya yung handle those na-compromise. So sila yung bahala. For example, data breach, so sila yung mag-manage siya na pwede na siya yung happen. Or you can have the risk reduction. So this reduction is to reduce the exposure to risk. So this is 100% mawala siya totally. So ito may mga mitigation na mabuhat. So So this is a commonly used risk mitigation strategy. So this requires a careful evaluation of the cause of loss, the the mitigation strategy, and the benefit gained from this operation for the risk. And next is the risk avoidance. So self-explanatory concerning risk avoidance. So this means to avoid any exposure to risk by eliminating some activity. For example, you're going to be what we call this information dive regarding for the cybersecurity. You can do that to inform all your employees na kung saan patong when it comes to the risk of clicking baka sa mga email or clicking some random links or dapat be mindful when it comes to sa outside. Okay? So, muna siya. And then the risk acceptance. So risk acceptance is when the cost of risk management option outweigh the cost, the risk, so the risk is accepted. So meaning, risk accepted is basically, yung kabuatan is you're going to decide if the risk management ma-outweigh sa imong cost. For example, let's see. So risk acceptance refers to deliberate decision made by individual or organization to acknowledge the tolerated certain level of risk without taking additional action to mitigate it. So in other words, it conscious acceptance of potential mga negative consequences associated with a particular risk. Okay? So you make sure to understand silang imong BB na si Jason, di ba ito si Sir Mark? Jason? So balik to sa risk acceptance. So okay, so make sure nga kabalo ka sa kung sa imong sa inyong organization, you will understand that certain level of accept ni mga potential risk. Okay? For example, a small organization, kay small organization na siya dayon dako pa kay ang bayad when it comes to protecting your to create team for the cybersecurity. So dako kay siya maintenance. So